Alright, so we're doing maintenance on our biomass boiler. It was built by Hearst. We burn wood chips from our sawmill in it. As you can see, it's a good 2 stories tall. These are our feed augers. We're in the middle of shutdown for inspection. So what we have is this black box here is our fire boxes, which if we come around here, you'll see pretty large. Those covers are for the mud lakes, and inside that blue up there, there's an arch where our hot water tubes are that settle the mud and the dirt and scale out. So I'll take you over to the firebox side. Viewing window. This is our firebox side. There's 2 chambers. Chambers are pretty large. We're doing refractory work right now. Inside a chamber, you have your grates, your under fire, and then if you look up, you have your arch. And beyond the arch, you can see the rib cage for the tubes. It goes way up there, all the way to the top. So those arches hold down the gas from the wood when we gasify. So what happens is the chambers will be so hot that it'll actually crack the flammable gas out of the wood. We'll go up top. These are the fly ash bins. One of the control cabinets. We control every aspect of the burn. We have oxygen and draft and all that. And then you have your manuals over here for your protection. And then we'll go up to the 2nd story and look at the tubes. This is a 2-pass boiler, so the tubes down here are the first pass, which are out of the firebox. They come through, and then they go through the 2nd pass, which is smaller. And then inside the head sheet are your tubes. And these are submerged in water. And then the water is heated by the smoke and the heat rising out of the firebox. That's your head sheet. This is your ID fan. So what this does is this pulls the smoke and creates a draft out of the chamber. Pretty dark in here. Our lights all got too cold. So we're on top of the boiler now. We're on the 3rd level. Those are the safety valves for pop-offs. So if we would overpressurize, they handle so many pounds per hour of steam, so there's a calculation on that. But they all get inspected. Main line out and top. The manhole cover. The bar running here
whole bunch of dust. The bar running there is a skimmer, so it gets all the impurities and stuff that boil out of the water off the top.
Again, there's our mainline valve. This boiler is 20,000 pounds of steam an hour. It's equivalent to 55 gallons a second of melting water. So it's pretty amazing. 30 days, it'll consume 1.7 million pounds of wood chips. And out of all those wood chips, we'll have about 3 pickup loads of ash. This is the top side of the rib cage. That is the top of the firebox. Our oxygen sensor. The back side going into where the draft pulls out. Pretty amazing machine. I'll get more video when we get the lights going and when we start up. Once we get our certification, we'll go ahead and we'll hydro test it and take it up to the max pressure with water and make sure that all the gaskets hold and it's ready to run. Over on this side we have our sight glasses, which you can see the red appear and disappear. There's no water in the boiler right now, so you can't see the water level, but basically low water, running, high water, and the alarms are in there. And then we also have a water probe, which is just strictly water level. This is alarms and water level in case electronics fail. Steam meter measures the flow. Separator to catch any extra water going out that's not steam. Carryover is what they call it. Pretty good old girl. Open up all the tubes, make sure they're clean. Boiler was put in '86. And run all year long, 24/7, except for shutdown. These are our under fire. So this is the air that comes under the grates and the fire boxes. And then up there, where that guard is, we'll go up there. This is the overfire. So what that does is underneath the arch, there is tubes that push the gases down so we can burn them. And when you do that, the wood gas is equivalent to natural gas, and we don't use as much wood, but you have to get it at a certain 7% oxygen, 13% moisture, and then you can gasify the wood. So you're actually turning the wood to charcoal. And then the gases off the charcoal is burnt. So it's wood gas. You can find that stuff online. We just do it on a huge, grand scale. But overall, pretty neat. Something you don't see every day.